Welcome back to the moral decay of America. And holy shit balls of fire, man. The cat is out of the bag, sort of say. Look at here what I have in my hot little hand. Yep. I'm fixing to hurt somebody's feelings, so if you got sensitive feelings, you better get the hell on out of here. But before I do that, I'm going to take a Tic Tac, because I do plan on getting kissed later. I got a lucky lady there that likes to at least act like she likes to kiss me. But anyways, not sponsored by Tic Tac. That's just what I do, because she won't let me have the Copenhagen no more. But whatever. So, looky here. As you can see from the letterhead, let me just blow this up here for you. Just a little bit more. Yep, that's from the company of metabolic bullshit, also known as Facebook, for which many folks use. And it's dated, August 26, 2024, to the Honorable, which is questionable, Chairman of the United States Congress, right there, House of Representatives. Dear Congressman, dear Jordan, thanks for your persistence in having an investigation on whether the government of the Biden administration was putting pressure on us. That's clearly what they're saying. Right here in this paragraph, in 2021, senior officials from the Biden administration, including the White House, repeatedly pressured our teams for months to censor certain COVID-19 content, including humor and satire, and expressed a lot of frustration with our teams when we didn't agree. Ultimately, it was Facebook/Meta's decision on whether or not to take the content down, and we own our decision, including anything COVID-19 related changes we made to our enforcement in the wake of this pressure. I believe the government pressure was wrong, and I regret that we were not more outspoken about it. I also think we made some choices that, with the benefit of hindsight and new information, we wouldn't make today. Well, that's convenient, ain't it? With the benefit of hindsight and having what we think is new information. Bullshit, dude. Y'all had the information. You made your choice. You made your bed. And now you want to excuse it because, in light of new information, my ass. Come on, man. Everybody knew this was bullshit. They wouldn't make these decisions today. Like I said to our teams at the time, I feel strongly that we should not compromise our content standards due to pressure from any administration in either direction, and we're ready to push back if something like this happens again. How convenient. If this happens again. You were dealing with it for years and you had no gusto. You had no cojones. You had no balls, as folks like to say. You had no guts. You had no dignity. You had no pride. All you wanted to do was try to stick a thumb to the man. That's all you were trying to do. In your smug little ways of doing it, rich boy. Now, look at this next paragraph. Holy hell. Look at here. I'm going to read it to you. In a separate situation, the FBI warned us about a potential Russian disinformation operation about the Biden family and Burisma in the lead up to the 2020 elections. Yes, in the lead up to the 2020 election. That fall, when we saw a New York Post story reporting on corruption allegations involving then Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's family, we sent that story to fact checkers for reviewing and temporarily demoted it while waiting for a reply. It's since been made clear that the reporting was not Russian disinformation, and in retrospect, we shouldn't have demoted the story. We've changed our policies again and their processes again to make sure, how convenient, right, that this doesn't happen again. For instance, we no longer temporarily demote things in the United States while waiting for fact checkers. Really? Come on, Zuck. Come on, man. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? You got influenced by the Democratic Party, by the government, to take down communications and other postings in regards to the Joe Biden corruption and the Democratic corruption. How and why did they influence you? What pressure was put on you? That sounds like government interference to free speech, which is literally the First Amendment of our lovely Constitution. And so, I don't understand how folks are okay with this. I just don't get it. But let's finish this document here. Apart from the content moderation, I want to address the contributions I made during the last presidential cycle to support electoral infrastructure. The idea here was to make sure local election jurisdictions come across the country had the resources they needed to provide people vote safely during a global pandemic. I made these contributions through the Zuckerberg initiative. They were designed to be nonpartisan, spread across all communities. Still, despite the analysis I've seen showing otherwise, I know that some people believe this work benefited one party over the other. My goal is to be neutral and not play a role one way or another, or to even appear to be playing a role. So I don't plan on making that similar contribution during this election cycle. Respectfully, founder, chairman, and CEO of Meta Platforms, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. All right, folks. We've been saying this for years. Even while Trump was in office, we have been commenting. People, mainstream media, doctors, physicians, common sense people have been saying that the Democrats were interfering with, number one, free speech, number two, influencing what gets put on social media platforms such as Facebook, such as Twitter. And since then, you've had the great Elon billionaire Musk come in and buy Twitter, now calling it X. And he released a lot of content that was never seen before in regards to January 6th insurrectionists just walking around in the state, in the capital of the United States with Capitol Police opening doors for them. Didn't handcuff them, didn't do anything. It's video evidence of that. But yet, the leftists still called it an insurrection because, they broke a few windows here and there. So anyhow, you've got that nonsense going on out there. And then you've got all of this stuff on the Facebook platform that was suppressed. I mean, they were factual information. Just because President Trump said it doesn't mean it was not true. But yet you admitted now that you demoted this stuff, took it off your platforms. You just didn't agree with it. You didn't like it, even though it was scientifically proven by medical professionals. And yet, we're just going to take it off and say, hey, it doesn't exist. And then you lied about it. You lied about it. You interfered with government investigations. You interfered with communication on a platform that's free. I understand people don't have to use it, but when it's free speech on a free platform and you get paid to host it, and the government comes in and says, hey, we need you to censor it, you should go to jail. And so should those Democrats. Every one of those requests should have a name, an email, something associated with it, and we should be arresting every one of them son bitches right now for First Amendment violations, civil violations. Point blank and simple. That's how it is to me. Let me know if you disagree, why you disagree, down there in the comments, and let's have a debate. But this is bullshit. Y'all be smart out there. Y'all be safe out there. It's fixing to get stupid. Take care.